dearest devotees, Prabhus and Matajis, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Prabhupada, all glories to Bhakti Tirtha Swami, and all glories to Shri Bhakti Dhira Damodara Swami. We are very happy to welcome you all to the first session of the online Vyasa-Puja of His Holiness Bhakti Dhira Damodara Swami, and we are celebrating his 64th birthday. Assembled are we all here today for that one person for some he's a friend, for others he's a guide, a mentor, a spiritual master, and all we wish to convey to him today is our deepest gratitude for all his love, care, support, guidance, and for having touched our heart and changed our life to make us a better person than what we were previously. And now I would like to invite Her Grace Yogini Mataji, who will also be our host this evening, to proceed with the announcement.
Hare Krishna, thank you so much, Mataji, for that wonderful, warm welcome. Hare Krishna, everyone, thank you so much for being here. Please accept my humble obeisances. I will start speaking in Portuguese for those who speak Portuguese. Vou começar falando em português. Temos hoje a interpretação simultânea. Então, para ouvir em português, por favor, quem estiver usando o desktop ou computador, clique no ícone do globo, no canto inferior da tela, no lado direito, e aí vai abrir uma caixinha com 3 opções de línguas. Por favor, apertem na sua língua de escolha, no caso português, e depois disso vocês podem selecionar ali, podem escolher, clicar em silenciar áudio original, se assim desejarem. E aí vocês vão ver apenas o canal selecionado. Para aqueles que estão usando o celular, clique no ícone mais, são 3 pontinhos, e depois clique em Language Interpretation, no globo. Depois vai abrir uma caixinha com as línguas, selecione sua língua de preferência, no caso português, e depois podem selecionar silenciar áudio original para apenas ouvir o canal selecionado, se assim desejarem. Muito obrigada. And now we will have our Hindi speaker. Do we have our Hindi speaker?
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Yogini Mataji. So, हिंदी भाषियों के लिए पहले तो हरे कृष्णा और सादर प्रणाम हिंदी भाषियों को मेरा. So, जो लोगों ने आज पहली बार हमें ज्वाइन किया है, उन लोगों के लिए सूचना है कि हम भाषा चयन कर सकते हैं हिंदी में. So, जो कंप्यूटर उपयोग कर रहे हैं उनके लिए दाहिनी ओर की तरफ, उनके हाथ के दाहिनी ओर की तरफ निचली तरफ एक गोलाकार बटन दिखाई देगा, उसे क्लिक कर सकते हैं. उसके ऊपर आप देखेंगे कि इंग्लिश, पोर्चुगीज और हिंदी दिखाई देगा. आपको हिंदी सेलेक्ट करना है और आप फिर हिंदी भाषा में पूरा सेशन सुन सकते हैं. और जो मोबाइल उपयोग करता है उन्हें 3 डॉट उनके दाहिनी तरफ नीचे दिखाई देगा, वो उसे क्लिक कर सकते हैं. उसके बाद में लैंग्वेज इंटरप्रिटेशन का उनको पॉपअप आएगा, उस पर बटन पे क्लिक कीजिए, फिर उन्हें 3 भाषाएं दिखाई देंगी. उन 3 भाषाओं में से हिंदी सिलेक्ट कीजिए और हिंदी सिलेक्ट करने के बाद मोबाइल यूजर्स को एक बटन है ऊपर डन करके, डन जब तक बटन आप क्लिक नहीं करेंगे तब तक हिंदी भाषा नहीं चुन पाएंगे. सो डन बटन क्लिक कीजिए और फिर आप हिंदी चैनल को ठीक से सुन पाएंगे. हरे कृष्ण. थैंक यू. धन्यवाद.
Thank you, Parangati Prabhu, for explaining the simultaneous interpretation in Hindi. So we will carry on to explain today's session, the schedule. So we will start with a short movie. So for those of you who were here yesterday on our first session, we played part 1 of the life of His Holiness Bhakti Dhira Damodara Swami. And now I know you're looking forward to seeing part 2, so we will be sharing that in just a few moments. After the movie, straight after the movie, we will have a talk by His Holiness Bhakti Dhira Damodara Swami, and he will be continuing the topic of culture of constant love and appreciation. Following that, we will have the offerings by seniors, senior devotees, god brothers, and god sisters of Maharaj from Ghana. And right after that, we will have some short break and with some videos, and some interactive activities, and then we will follow to some offerings by disciples and well-wishers. Remembering everyone who's joining now that we are having simultaneous translation in Portuguese and Hindi, so please click the globe and select your language. Thank you very much. So, the moment you've all been waiting for, the second part of the movie of his life, of the life of His Holiness Bhakti Dhira Damodara Swami. Please join us.
In 1985, he received formal initiation from His Holiness Bhakti Dhira Swami, a disciple of Srila Prabhupada, the founder Acharya of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness, and Brahmin initiation in 1986. With much dedication, he served the movement in various capacities, and on 25th March 2005, at the age 48, in Mayapur, India, he was awarded the renounced Order of Life and given the name Bhakti Dhira Damodara Swami by His Holiness Jayapataka Swami on behalf of His Holiness Bhakti Tirtha Swami, who left this planet 3 months later. Later, from 2011, he also started serving in the capacity of an initiating spiritual master, Diksha Guru. He thus became the first African sannyasi and Diksha Guru in ISKCON. He has also served as GBC of West Africa for more than 5 years.
Initiation by the grace of Guru and Krishna, do not take it very leniently, take it very seriously. It is a great opportunity, beach in seed of bhakti. So, whatever you have promised before the Lord, before your spiritual master, before fire, before Vaishnavas, never deviate from this promise. Then you will keep fixed up in your spiritual life. No illicit sex, no meat eating, no gambling, no intoxication. These 4 no's and chanting Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Shagdev. Now we have reached the most awaited part of this session, where we will invite His Holiness Bhakti Dhira Damodara Maharaj to give us the presentation, which the topic is the culture of constant love and appreciation. Thank you, Gurudev. The screen is all yours.
Hare Krishna. Om Nagyana Tanurindasya Jayavandana Salakayam Chakshuranlitan Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Shri Chaitanya Manu Bhishtam Sapitam Jena Swayam Rupa Kadam Muhyam Vidati Svaha Padantikam Vandeham Sri Gurun Sri Yudapada Kamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavam Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatam Vitam Sajena Sadhitam Savadutam Parinaya Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Deva Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lolita Sri Visakampitam Hare Krishna Karuna Sindhu Janakandhu Jagapati Gopi Sagavika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangira Devandavishwari Prisavana Sute Devi Pranam Nadipriya Vanchakar Terugisi Vikam Sindhya Chakaditanam Kavinam Vaishnavyo Nam Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sarvasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna. To continue our discussion, culture, constant love and appreciation. So now we're going to look at what will disturb us from exhibiting this wonderful quality, loving each other and appreciating each other. So we are looking at one dangerous demon that is everybody. It is envy, the greatest enemy. We have interestingly discussed this topic envy many times. And so we have it here, the greatest enemy is envy. So let's see what the scripture says. Prabhupada says, what produces envy? Lust. We will look at this word lust. It has many meanings. Not only one side, it has other side. Unnecessary desire. Unnecessary desire. In this context, lust. When one has desire which is not fulfilled, it brings anger. Even if it is fulfilled, it will create more greed for more. That is the nature. And with anger maintained by greed, there is illusion. When one is illusioned by a desire for sense gratification, when one is illusioned, we are bewildered not to understand who we are, what is our relationship with this. And there will be natural pride. Yesterday in Bhagavad Gita, the Prabhupada was looking at this. We were discussing this. Pride. Why the living entities of pride? In the civilized age, in the civilized culture, when people are highly cultured, and they have divine qualities. One is proud, if you're exquisitely beautiful. We see a person like that in Kali Yuga, we don't have. Exquisite beauty. Or someone is extremely intelligent. We have that today. We have computer, we have cell phone, we have recorders. Means what? We don't have brain. There is no brain. There is nothing inside. It's empty brain. That's all. That is what is there. Why we need computer? Sukadev Goswami used a telephone and microphone to speak with Parashat Maharaj. There were thousands of people, 880,000 people gathered in Amisharan and we hear Bhagavatam. There was a microphone. There were tape recorder. So Suta Goswami was not heard by the audience. Did they ask him a question to repeat what he said? Because everybody had everything completely clear. The communication was direct. There was no bad network. There was no credits. There was nothing. Nothing. Yes. So intelligence is Sukita. Intelligence. Where is that person in Kali Yuga? We have to write note. The Gurudev said, even when we take note, we not even go back to it. And we forget it. We forget. So, one is extremely beautiful, one is really intelligent, one is from a very wealthy, one is wealthy, or from a well-to-do from an aristocratic family. Or once knowledge is supreme, then there is pride. These are the qualities that make someone proud. In Kali Yuga, these four qualities, where do we see them? Which person? Look at everybody. Ugly. It's not me. It's not me. Look at all of us. Therefore, Bhagavad Gita used the word Damba. Oh, Darpa. And it is, the word Darpa is used in chapter 16, not in other chapters. In chapter 16, which describe the qualities of demons. In other words, Krishna described Darpa as a demon, not as one of the divine qualities. From text 1, 2, 3, Krishna talk about divine qualities. And from 4, 5, 6, Krishna is describing the demonic qualities. So, Darpa means what? Mirror. If you choose two sides, mirror. That's the English word. One literal word. Darpa means mirror. In Titan movie also use the word Cheto Darpa Marjana. So here, Krishna used the word Darpa as a mirror. But what happened to the mirror? What happened to the mirror? When you look in the mirror, what do you see? When we look into the mirror, what do we see? Huh? When you look in the mirror, what do you see? See, I'm very serious. When you look into the mirror, what do you see when you look in the mirror? So all of you are not students about Gita. If you are a student about Gita, you not tell me it's mirror. You see yourself. Do you see yourself in the mirror? What do you see in the mirror? It's your body. It's a body. Are you the body? But that is what you see. You don't see yourself in the mirror. So it is what? Darpa. So we don't see ourselves in the mirror, but do you you get disturbed? Eh? How do you call that? Illusion. If one is not an illusion, if you look into the mirror and saw something else instead of you, how will you feel? Ah! But do we feel like that when we look in the mirror? What do we see? Ah! When I enter into the street now, every man would die for me. You know? What is that? Pride. So darpa means pride. And every man also think very ugly. Solange said, we do Abhishek for Krishna, right? Abhishek, I will do the Chamrita. After I finish dressing the deity, what do you do? When you finish dressing the deity, what do you do? You show the mirror. So when you do Abhishek for yourself, what do you do? What do you do? Right? The queen of the world. That is Darpa. It is Darpa and it's also illusion because it is not, I didn't see myself in the mirror. I'm looking at the lump of matter, which I claim to be myself. It's illusion. And because of that, I'm very proud. Just look at this. It's a useless, ignorant food. What is inside this body? What is inside this body? Jasha Atma Buddhi Datuke. Jasha Atma Buddhi Three Datuke. And this body, when you look inside the lump of matter, what is it? What is the content? What is the content of this body? It may have washed it, was okay. But you drink it? You will drink it? We drink Kesha on, but you drink your own. Why? Why not? Eh? Thank you. Dirty. Very dirty. This illusion, we have been in this illusion since time immemorial. That is why the spiritual master has to come and open our eyes. And because he's doing that which nobody else has done. Huh? He is appreciated.
It's 5 o'clock.
Hallelujah. He is appreciated. So, envy produces anger when it is not fulfilled. Even if it is fulfilled, greed will come inside. When the greed comes there, it's illusion. One is bewildered by that. When one bewildered, there's a pride. In ignorant one is pride. So the whole thing, all these things, loss, anger, greed, illusion, pride, they are resting on envy. Next. Envy is a great destroyer of natural compassion. And those who are genuinely trying to be their brother's keepers will do well to exercise vigilance in order to avoid it. So to appreciate and to be a brother's keeper, to be compassionate, to show love and care for each other, one cannot do that if they are envious. If I'm envious of you, if I'm envious of you, you're envious of me, what do we send to each other? What do we give to each other if we are envious of each other? What do we give to each other? What am I thinking about you? Or what are you thinking about me? When they're envious. Envy. Huh? When you are envious of a person, what do you give to that person? Huh? hatred. We don't know what we do when we are envious. We don't know. Eh? It is there in the heart. If you are afraid to say it until you get out. So vomit it out so you're free. So, yeah. Envious of a person, I'll give you an example. This one is the Papa told this one. Of a man who was very envious of his friend. He's very, very envious of his friend. And he was told that his friend that he is envying had become a chief judge. He said, no, it's not true. No, it cannot be true. No, now he's a federal chief judge. No, I don't believe that. It cannot be true. That man, no. So they showed him a picture. See the newspaper. See your friend. Oh, so he's the one. It is true that he had been given this appointment. Okay, although he had been given that appointment, the government will not pay him salary. What is that? What is he doing? He's stabbing the person. So envy means violence. Violence. We deny the person all good things. We wish the person all bad things. We don't want to hear that our enemy, two cars. Want to hear that? A wife just deliver. Want to hear that? His wife just deliver. Oh, he have been promoted in office. Want to hear that? The person has been, the Guru has given him a ticket to go back to Godhead. Want to hear that? Huh? They will petition, Guru. I joined before him. I have opened 10 temples for you. What did he join? And he said, we don't want to hear that. We want to hear that the person is dead. That is envy. Envy is ultimately one of the greatest offenses against God because it emerges from interaction with the aspect of God's creation, fellow human beings. Yes? And if you look very carefully, you don't see a doctor envying a lawyer. You see that? Doctor is envious of a lawyer. Huh? The doctor will be envious of who? Doctor. Because they're doing the same thing. Yes. A lawyer be envious of another lawyer. He has many cases, he's winning, he's becoming famous, he has many clients, and they're getting one once a month. They're getting one in a green moon. A green moon or blue moon? Huh? Blue moon. Why not green? Huh? Why is blue? Huh? That's why it is blue. So you don't want Christmas color? They don't say it because it is Christmas color. Envy is a major factor that keeps people separated from their natural God consciousness. Envy. Nesima Bhagavatam Krishna mentioned Dharma Purujita Kaitava Taraparamud Masaranam Satam. One cannot understand Krishna consciousness, one cannot understand Bhagavatam if one is envious, especially if one is envious of the devotee. It is an apparat. So this is from Leadership of the Holiness Bhakti Swami. Leadership Book 1. Leadership on Age of Higher Consciousness. In another book, another of his book, Surrender, there he used the one I'm using. Envy is an attack. He elaborately discussed this topic, envy. It's very dangerous. And Krishna described this also many times, many places in Bhagavad Gita. So many places Krishna talk about envy. Envy. Bhagavad. Mahabharata also is a powerful story. Chaitanya Charitamrita also, the envy is there. Krishna Goswami said, those who are envious are killed by the fire of their own envy. No weapon will kill an envious person. It's the fire of the person's envy that will destroy the person. Therefore, it is said we should be careful of envy. Envy, evils of envy, the evils of envy. Evil of envy. We don't envy material object. We envy a human being because it's a representation of God, which we have natural envy for. That in the first place brought us here. We are here because we are envious of Krishna. But the envy, we want to be like Krishna. Or want to remove Krishna from the center and be there. The example is that everyone here, every one of us in this mystery world wants to be the controller. Everyone. Nobody wants to be a servant. But that is our position. Right? Our position is that we are all servants. So this afternoon, we had a very wonderful seminar. The seminar is only for the spiritual masters. Those who are serving in this corner as spiritual masters, the guru. So we have a seminar this afternoon. And His Grace Ravindra Swarup Prabhu, he brilliantly presented Srila Prabhupada. The formula, we were talking about envy, and Bhagavatam mentioned the way we can destroy envy, the way we can remove this, we can kill envy. Not just by sitting in the class and talk no envy, okay, yeah, no envy. It will not go like that. We have to practically do something. So he was telling us that example, as Prabhupada has said, his spiritual master, the Bhakti Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, ordered him to go to the Western countries and preach Krishna consciousness. So he came to the West. And everything that he did, what his position, what everything about him, he maintained the position that I am the servant. I am the servant. Although he is acting his divine grace. Yesterday, you remember? He suddenly back in the same way was explaining the meaning, divine grace. The divine grace is this is not a simple position. It's not a simple thing. It's not simple. In everything that Prabhupada did, all the risk he took, he was not affected by it because he always see himself as the servant. The servant, which is our original constitutional position. Our original constitutional position is that of servant. But in illusion, we forgot. But pure devotees who are conscious about everything, they never forget it. They are very conscious. They maintain that. So he always sees himself as a servant. Therefore, we should also see ourselves as servant. Not just speaking, we should act like that. Next, to check your envy, to check our envy. Part of it is already discussed. Remember that when you are able to enjoy the achievement happiness, and successes of others, you become empowered to be a carrier of higher spiritual potential. Remember that when you are able to enjoy the achievements, happiness, and successes of others, you become empowered to be a carrier of higher spiritual potential, divine grace. As you overcome your own internal envy, you will automatically be transformed into a more loving being. Try to remember the power of envy every day, not so that it becomes a fixation, but so that you work in a way that reduces the envy of others. As a duty of those who are divine to help everyone become Krishna conscious. And yesterday or this morning we were discussing, one cannot preach Krishna consciousness if they are envious. Therefore, it is our duty to check ourselves, to be free from envy, so that we have the compassion to help others. This is our responsibility or duty for those who are not envious. So every day we remember the power of envy, how powerful envy is, that it can dry us up completely, to destroy us completely. We will never appreciate, and every person cannot appreciate anything. Never. And every person wants to be appreciated, but he will never give appreciation to others. For example, you see people always like to criticize others. People who like to criticize others. If you just say one word about them, the whole world is finished with them. They're the least people who like to hear something bad about themselves. But they're very eager to speak about others. If you just say one word about them, oh, they're finished. They're finished. So every day we have to check the level of our envy, so we can know what effort we need to put in to do that. Next, the cure envy by appreciation. Instead of loss, we should do what? We should show love. Instead of anger, we should show compassion. Compassion. And according to Bhagavatam, the first canto, Prabhupada mentioned, to control anger, we should practice forgiveness. We should practice forgiveness. If we want to cure greed, we should practice being satisfied with whatever nature has given to us. We should appreciate. We should appreciate. Show some satisfaction. Oh, this is for me. Thank you very much. But if one is always expecting something, you can never show appreciation. And you cannot be grateful because you will not be satisfied. You give me only one phone. Why you give me only one phone? In Nigeria, the network is very bad. I need 3 phones, and you give me only one. Why you give me only one? But give me 2 more. Why? Because I'm expecting. If you're not expecting something, if you come and say, thank you so much. This, you mean this is for me? Yes. Thank you. But those who are always expecting greed will never be appreciated. Because they'll be satisfied with anything. One of my music heroes those days, my music days, one of my music heroes, he sang one song. I don't want to sing it for you. Follow you. But I can tell you one word. He said, no man the gambler. No man is a gambler. If you give him one, I need more. Greed. So if we want to destroy illusion, we need what? To cultivate knowledge. cultivate knowledge. And pride, how to cultivate humility. Envy, we should learn how to appreciate others. We should appreciate others. Or we should serve the person we envy. If you serve the person we envy, you will be purified, because it's not easy to do that. It's not easy to do. Right? Very, very difficult. To serve a person you envy, a person I'm feeling superior to you, then come and serve you. No, that is not possible. But if we are fortunate to serve the person we cure, because we get purified. Next. Nobody should criticize. Yeah. See? So the whole part. Your appreciation for the service of your God brothers is very much laudable. It is actually a devotee's business that everyone should appreciate the value of other devotees. Nobody should criticize anyone. That means if you do something wrong, it should not be pointed out. Is that what it means? You do something wrong, that means everybody's okay. Nobody will do something wrong. It doesn't mean that you should not be told when you do something wrong. If I don't want you to criticize me, what should I do? What should I do? If I don't want you to criticize me, if I don't want you to blaspheme me, what should I do? Huh? Do the right thing. Thank you. So do the right thing. So I should help all of you as much as I want you to help me. I should also help all of you by doing the right thing, so you don't criticize me, you don't blaspheme me and become offensive. So I don't become offensive. It means that all of us are responsible. We are responsible for helping each other. We should not do the wrong thing. We should do what is right. Because everyone is engaged in the service of the Lord according to one's capacity. And the thing is, Krishna wants to see how much one is sincere in rendering him service. Materially, we may think that his service is greater than his. That is our material vision. Krishna is so kind and liberal that everyone's service, when it is sincerely offered to Krishna, he accepts. This is a letter to Ramakrishna Swami in Montreal, August 19, 1968. Next, a lesson to the Prabhupada. Please accept my blessings. I am very much pleased to receive your letter dated March 18. Your writing in the second paragraph is so much encouraging for me, and your appreciation of devotees like Upendra and Ananda is super excellent. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu taught us this lesson. One who appreciates a sincere devotee is eligible to approach the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This is a letter from Mr. Winchie, Hawaii, March 21, 1969. Next. Thank you very much. It's the whole party.
Thank you, Krishna. Thank you, Shagrade, for this wonderful presentation, and which was an eye-opener. And to make us understand the root and the effect of enviousness, the importance of checking our degree of enviousness, and where ultimately appreciation is an ultimate cure of everything, and even enviousness. Thank you. And now, just a gentle reminder for our participant who has just joined in that you can tune it in the Portuguese channel or the Hindi channel to be able to have this session interpreted in the language mentioned. And also, should you have any sort of query or any question, or if you need any kind of assistance, you can always ask your servant in the chat box and they will be happily assisting you, right? So dear devotees, Now we are moving to our next part of this evening, where where the senior devotees will be offering their words of appreciation to His Holiness Bhakti Dhira Damodara Maharaj, right? And to start with this evening, we would like to invite His Grace Bhuta Bhavana Prabhu. Welcome, Bhuta Bhavana Prabhu. Bhuta Bhavana Prabhu is from the UK and is a very sincere, enthusiastic, and determined disciple of His Holiness Bhakti Tirtha Swami. He's well known for his preaching activities in the UK. And Prabhu is a consultant. He conducts many workshops, many seminars in regards to topics like stress management, time management, among many other wonderful topics, trying to link the scriptures to our modern life in a practical way. We are very happy to have him with us this evening. And Bhuta Prabhu, the screen is all yours. Thank you.
Thank you. Hare Krishna, dear Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to His Divine Grace, Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. All glories to His Holiness Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj. All glories to your Divine Lotus feet. I wanted to.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you. Very happy
Hare
to see
Krishna,
you.
Maharaj, it's a real honor to be present at your Vyasa-Puja ceremony. I was very, very touched that the wonderful devotees invited us to share something, and I feel that there's so much to say thank you to you for. In the time that I've known you, I've always seen you, Maharaj, to be a real strong carrier of devotion, not only by your example, but in all of my interactions and in the interactions of others who I know, who also know you. I always feel this sense of very, very deep, sincere, heartfelt devotion. Someone who is completely given over to the path of bhakti, and someone who is a very strong, fixed, and determined servant of the acharyas in our line. And as I saw the class that you gave earlier today, I really appreciated and do appreciate the way that you communicate this path of devotion. Whenever I hear you communicate, whenever I hear you give class, I'm always taken by this mood of compassion, this mood of deep truth, strength of integrity, plus compassion to deliver such a meaningful message, but to deliver it in a way that will really reach people, that people can understand and that people can accept. There are many teachers in our movement, and there are many people who share the message. And sometimes people will share the message simply in the way that they like, in a way that they're comfortable. What I constantly feel in your association, and when we hear your sound vibration, is a selflessness to communicate the message in a way that is most beneficial to whichever audiences you are dealing with. I had the good association of good communication with Prananath Prabhu, and he would sometimes share with me his dealings with you and how he's always seen you to be such a strong, I guess, spiritual warrior is a term that comes to mind. So much, yes, so much following in the footsteps of His Holiness Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj, following the footsteps of our founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada. And I just wanted to say, Maharaj, I know that amongst all the disciples of Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj, followers of Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj, we also very much respect, appreciate, and look up to you for your example, for your strictness, and feel both great love, great shelter, and also great appreciation for everything that you do in the service of Srila Prabhupada's mission. So I just wanted to say on this this glorious Vyasa-Puja, that we wanted to deeply say thank you for everything that you do in the service of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and thank you for the blessed example that you continually share with so many around the world. And the last thing I'll say is when I came on the call, and even just hearing and seeing your disciples' well wishes, I remember Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj said this. He said you can understand something about the quality of the leader by the people who are following. And so when I see your disciples and I see how dedicated they are to you, how sincere they are, and how enthusiastic to follow you, I just constantly see someone who is a real example of devotion for us all. And we just pray that hopefully in the future we will have the causeless mercy of having more of your association, Maharaj. So thank you once again for your example, your sincerity, your devotion, and we just beg to hopefully take the dust of your lotus feet and to follow in your footsteps. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Buddha Bhavana Prabhu, for sparing some time to be with us in this forum. And indeed, Shabbat.
I said, Buddha Baba Prabhu is a role model for everyone. This is my observation about him. So I'm not surprised or hearing him speak like this, and I feel very, very, very happy to have a brother like him. Thank you very much, brother.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Buddha Bhavana Prabhu. And now we shall be proceeding to our next speaker of this evening, who is His Grace Bhakta Prahlad Prabhu. Bhakta Prahlad Prabhu is also another disciple of His Holiness Bhakti Tirtha Swami and the good brother of Shra Bhakti Damodara Maharaj. And he's currently serving as a temple president of Jagannath Dham in ISKCON Vimneba. And he is well known as a dedicated devotee for his many years of service and for his exemplary lifestyle. Right? His Grace Bhakta Prahlad Prabhu could not be with us this evening, so he has sent a video recording which we will all watch together for his glorification.
Nama Om Vishnu Padaya, Krishna Pristaya Bhutale, Shrimati Bhakti Tirtha Swami Nitinamine. Namaste Krishna Padaya Prabhupada Shritatmane, Shri Guru Karuna Shakti Bhakti Tirtha Itinamine. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya, Krishna Pristaya Bhutale, Shrimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nitinamine. Namaste Saraswati Devi, Gauravane Pracharine, Nirvishesha Sunyavadi, Pasita Desatarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivasadi Go Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. My name is Prahlad Bhakta Das. I am a devotee resident in Ghana, in West Africa. I am a god brother to His Holiness Bhakti Dhira Damodara Swami, who appears to celebrate his very auspicious appearance day today. And I'm honored to be invited to make this offering on this auspicious day. Dear God brother, dear Guru Dev, dear son of His Holiness Bhakti Tirtha Swami Srila Krishnapad, dear grandson of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, my most respectful obeisances unto the
प्रभु जी
dust
प्रणाम कर
of
रहे
your
हैं,
lotus feet.
भक्ति धीर दामोदर
Dear
स्वामी महाराज को
Gurudev,
प्रणाम कर रहे हैं। श्री गुरुदेव, अभी आई थिंक नेटवर्क इशू आ चुका है वहां पे। सो प्रभु जी का साउंड जो है वो फ्रीज हो चुका है। कृपा करके हमारे साथ में बने रहिए।
Hare Krishna, Aishwarya Prabhuji, requesting you to go into the Hindi channel.
ओके सॉरी।
You rose from a very humble beginning as a young devotee in Lagos, and you have been very, very relentless and focused
महाराज के बारे में प्रभु जी बता रहे हैं
and
अभी कि वो
dedicated to the
बहुत ही
mission of your
डेडिकेटेड रहे
guru.
हैं अपने गुरु के
Today,
मिशन में।
you have risen to the highest level of initiating guru, and you are pushing forward very, very hard the mission of your Guru Dev. Our respectful obeisances unto you. Today, you are not only known in West Africa and the whole of Africa, you have become an international preacher, an international teacher, and someone who is inspiring devotees all over the world. You are in the mood of our Guru Dev, and we continue to offer our respects to you. It is our fervent prayer on this auspicious day that you bless us and pray to Srila Krishnapad and Srila Prabhupada to continue to engage us in the devotional service of Shri Radha and Krishna, and to Sri Gaura Nitai. We continue to pray to you to bless us with devotional service and the strongest desire to support you in reaching the mission of our Guru Dev. Once again, on this auspicious day, dear Maharaj, our respectful obeisances unto you. We wish you very, very best in everything that you do. We wish you all the best in your devotional service. We wish you all the best as you continue to champion the cause of Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. We would like to set up our gratitude to His Grace Bhakta Prahlad Prabhu for having sent this wonderful and beautiful video offering for Shri Bhakti Damodara Maharaj. And now we have our next speaker for today, who is Her Grace Jagannath Leela Mataji. Jagannath Leela Mataji is also is a god sister of Shri Bhakti Damodara Maharaj, and she's from Ghana. She was born in Ghana and she grew up interested in ISKCON since her very childhood. And at the moment, she's working in an insurance company, and she's known to be very expert in taking care of the devotees during festivals. And she never ever let go of any opportunity to serve Shri Bhakti Damodara Maharaj. Again, Jagannath Leela Mataji couldn't be with us this evening, but she has sent her video recording for all of us. Thank you.
Bhakti Damodara Maharaj, all glory to Srila Prabhupada ki jai, all glory to Bhakti Damodara Maharaj ki jai, my dear Gurudev Maharaj, Bhakti Damodara Maharaj, a very merciful Gurudev Maharaj have taught us so many things. His appearance is advantage for us. Please, my dear devotees on this platform, and my dear devotees worldwide, let us all listen to our dear Gurudev, Bhakti Damodara Maharaj. Oh, he is so merciful. He taught us so many things. His instructions give us inspiration. His instructions help us to understand Shri Radha Govinda in Krishna. Please, Maharaj, accept my humble obeisance and allow me to speak something little about you. I don't know your greatness yet, but Maharaj, please, the little I've learned from you, my experience is that you give us inspiration especially myself. By your advice and your mercy, I'm now able to chant all my rounds, especially during Kedesis. I can't remember one time in Lagos, you advised us, and I took that advice. Maharaj, by obeying your instruction and following your rules, it has helped me so lot. So I'm begging every devotee to also listen, begging every devotee to also have obedience and listen to our dear Gurudevs and take their instruction. By taking their instructions, we all will grow in the mercy of Sri Radha and Govinda. We have the mercy of Radha Govinda in all the Vaishnavas. Praise Maharaj. We thank you so much for assisting us. We pray that may Krishna let you live long with us so that we can take more of your instructions and also get mercy. And we also can serve Sri Radha Govinda very well. I remember one time in Nkoko, you told us to plot newly natural flowers for Krishna instead of buying artificial ones. And that day, all the devotees in Nkoko went out to plot flowers. And it was very nice and very auspicious. All these you advised and your instructions help us to serve Sri Radha Govinda and Lord Guranita. Please have mercy upon us, Maharaj. Maharaj, Damodara, Maharaj, please let your mercy flow as you are doing to us. And may Krishna help you also to assist us so that we can grow and have the blessings of you and Radha Govinda. Jai Gurudev, please accept my humble obeisance unto your lotus feet. I bow down to you. I take shape of your lotus feet.
Hare Krishna. And we would like to offer our obeisances to Jagannath Leela Mataji for this wonderful heart touch offering and for this important instruction that she has shared with all of us today. And our next speaker for this evening is His Grace Jagadvasu Prabhu. Jagadvasu Prabhu is one of Srila Gurudev's senior, god brother, and he's from Ghana. He has joined ISKCON since a very young age, and he's well known for his strict lifestyle and sadhana. He has been serving in ISKCON as temple president in ISKCON Accra and also Kumasi, and he is expert in training many new devotees coming to the temple. We would like to welcome you, Jagadvasu Prabhu, to this forum this evening, and the screen is all yours now. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Namo Vishnu Pada Krishna Prasad Bhutale, Shrimati Bhakti Teta Swami Namini, Namaste Krishna Pada Prabhupada Statmani, Shri Guru Karuna Shakti Bhakti Teta Namini. Namo Vishnu Pada Krishna Prasad Bhutale, Shrimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namini. Namaste Saraswati Devi Guru Vanipacharine, Nirvisashna Vadi Pasatyari Sitarini. His Holiness Bhakti Dhira Damodara Maharaj Ki Jai. I'm most grateful for this opportunity to say something about my relationship with my senior god brother, which I can say my relationship with him is like that of a father and a son. So it has been like this since day one. I went to the temple at Mofoluku in Lagos, Nigeria, where he was in the shop then. And when I first met him, he was so happy to receive me and encouraged me so much. Since then, till date, he has never given up on me. So he takes me as a son and see to my welfare, my Krishna consciousness in all spheres since then. Because I actually joined in Lagos, Nigeria, and then later on moved to Ghana, where I'm currently serving. So Maharaj encouraged me in different ways. Engage me in many activities, especially Harinam, preaching, arranging programs for Guru Maharaj whenever he comes, and especially meeting with press men and all that, which I'm very, very much grateful to him. In fact, if I'm still in Krishna consciousness, it's by his mercy. Though he was not happy, Maharaj was not happy when I left. I was to go to Ghana, live in Lagos or Nigeria. So, but what saved me was that I first met our Gurudev, His Holiness Bhakti Swami, Krishna Pad, and I informed him of my desire to go to Ghana, and he approved. So when Maharaj came to hear about it, he was not happy, but he couldn't do anything about it because Maharaj has already, our Gurudev already approved it. So when he met me, when he saw me, he was not happy at all. He was very furious with me. Why I was leaving him in Lagos, going to Ghana, for what was the reason? When I told him, in Nigeria, my family members and all this, and so I wanted to go where I'll be free. He said, "You are a coward. You are a rascal." So I apologized to him, and then when we came back, that was in Benin Temple. When we came back to Lagos, so Krishna Pad, maybe sensing that maybe I might change my mind, so decided that I should leave immediately for Ghana. So requested His Holiness Damodara Maharaj, who was Parishit Prabhu then, to arrange for my transport to Ghana. So that was how I came to Ghana. And actually, it was not easy on the way, but that's a story for another day. Because I reached in Ghana around 1 a.m., knowing nobody, no place. So I was, afraid even to leave Nigeria then alone to an unknown place. The Gurudev said I must go. So I came and I was dropped in Lagos, in Accra City, at that hour. So by Guru's mercy, of course, I was able to find my way to the temple. However, Bidi Maharaj, for the love he has for me, did not give up on me. Actually, when he visited Ghana, after many years, he came to Ghana and then learned that I was at the farm at Accra, on a very, very difficult situation. So he decided that he will never leave for Lagos without seeing me. So he requested that I should be taken to the farm to see me. So he came to the farm, Accra, the farm, and when he saw me, he was not happy at all. Said, "What are you doing here? You think this is devotional service? This is not Krishna consciousness. This is not Bhakti." But he was happy that I took up that service. But the condition was not pleasing to him. So he made that known to the authorities. to see to my welfare. So I don't know what the time will permit me. Then I will maybe relay one pastime we did in Maharaj, especially when we are in Lagos. When I arranged one of these programs to meet the for selection part to meet with the Archbishop of Lagos then, that's Archbishop Okoji, and then some other pressmen. So myself, His Holiness Birid Maharaj, myself, and two Matajis, Ima Bhakti Mataji and Madhira Lila Mataji. So we accompanied Gurudev for that meeting. And when we came back to the temple, Birid Maharaj requested me to, they left some prasadam for us. Then that was the prasadam, the Almighty Eba, to be shared. I should share the prasad. So I shared the prasad. I did not give these two Matajis, Himavati Mataji and Madhya Lila Mataji, knowing quite well that they don't take Eba. Whenever it is present given, they don't accept, they don't like it, they don't want it. So knowing that, I did not, bother to give to them. But then they went and reported me to Paditeta Maharaj that I shared prasadam and I did not give them. So Maharaj called me and asked me why I starved the Matajis. So I tried to explain that they don't take it. Then Maharaj said they complained that you starve them. So because of that, that was on Thursday. Tomorrow you should fast. Complete fast. That was on Friday. I should fast on Friday. So I accepted. Then when Birid Maharaj heard of it, he approached Shilajinapad and tried to explain to him. So Maharaj said, well, he asked me to do the service. So if there's any problem, let him carry the problem. So he should do the fasting rather, not me. Then Bhakti Swami Maharaj said, okay, two of you should fast. Included him in the fasting. So both of us fasted. So I saw it, of course, as a blessing. And Gurudev wanted me to do some austerities. So after that Friday, I said I will continue fasting every Friday. So I continued doing that. Even when I came to Ghana, I was doing it for over 10 years. And then after some time, I fell off. Maya got on me. So I couldn't continue. So relaying this now, it's like Gurudev and Maharaj are telling me that I should continue that austerity. It's good for me. So I would say maybe I will ask Maharaj whether I should continue, but I will not ask him because I know he said the pastor personified himself. If I ask him, he'll say, yes, do it. So he's been a very, very empowered personality, also movement, yatra, successfully arranged by our Guru Maharaj to assist us, to help us in West Africa. So we would like to pray for his mercy on this auspicious day of his appearance, Vyasa-Puja. Asking for his blessings, for his mercy and guidance as well. Thank you very much, Maharaj. We are most grateful. Hare Krishna. His Holiness Bhakti Dhira Damodara Maharaj ki jai.
His Grace Jagat Vasa Prabhu ki jai. Thank you so much, Prabhu, for this wonderful offering, this jolly offering, and especially to share this this first time with all of us. We indeed relished it, right?
Thank you. We are most grateful.
And now, dearest devotees, let's get into our next part of the program. Are you all ready to take a little break? And we will have a quiz break, actually. So I request all the devotees to remain focused on the screen, because in a few minutes, a question will appear on your screen. And the faster you click the correct answer, the faster your name will go in the winners list, right? So we will be having the quiz with one question, and there will be four different answers where you have to select the right answer. The quicker, the better. So let's get ready to exercise the mind a bit. And here we go. The question is, lust, when not fulfilled, leads to satisfaction, anger, greed, or love. You have 40 seconds to answer it, dearest devotees. So just click on the right answer and you end the poll, and your answer will be recorded. We will be sharing the winners at the end of the session. And now I would like to leave the floor for Yogini Mataji for the next session. Thank you very much, dear devotees. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Namisharanya, for that. And so now, as most of you know, Maharaj has launched his first book called Spiritual Connection, which focuses on understanding the dynamics of the relationship between Guru and disciples. So if you are interested in taking your connection with your Guru to a deeper level, I really recommend that you read this book again and again. And I think we have a screen coming on, a slide coming on do we, tech team? Anyway, so if you still don't have your copy, you can contact us. And our team is just sharing the screen. We have a video. Please join us. So our book is available in English, Portuguese, and Hindi. So if you would like to purchase your book, if you still don't have a copy, please contact. Here you can find on this slide where to purchase. So please go to this link. You can take a screenshot. And this information is also being shared in the chat box. If you have any questions, you can write an email or contact through WhatsApp, Shri Chaitanya Shiksha at outlook.com. You can speak to Gauda Haridas in His Grace Gauda Haridas in India, myself, Yogini Devidasi in the UK, and Induleka Devidasi in Brazil. So please note the contact numbers are just for the Indian contact, so you can find the respective contact numbers in the chat box. Okay, so please run and get your copy if you do not have it yet. And soon we will also have this book in Spanish and French. So now we will go to present the disciples, the offerings of the disciples and of the well-wishers. So we would like to start with a beautiful song, poem, by Her Grace Ekanista Devidasi from Brazil.
Dear Gurudev, please accept my respectful obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Srila Bhakti Swami. In this very auspicious day of your Vyasa-Puja, I want to offer you these very simple words. Gurudev, you are a Chintamani that allows me all the possibilities to serve Shri Krishna and Radharani. You show me all required abilities. You are a Father, God and Master who shows the path of Bhakti to all those whom you encounter. I thank your everlasting love, your mercy and concerns with all your sons and daughters. May Krishna forever watch your steps, and everywhere you get, there be a Bhakti plant. I can't repay all of your mercy, but I hope that one day I'll be a manual servant. I want to grab your boat of love and never let it go, no matter the temptations. You are our King and also Savior, who shines in people's hearts, our true spiritual warrior. I offer you all of my respects. May I forever chant the glories of your steps. Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev.
Thank you so much, Ekanista Devidasi. That was so beautiful and we enjoyed it very much. Now we will follow to our next speaker, His Grace Raza Vilas Das from Ghana. He is a Diksha disciple of His Holiness Bhakti Dhira Damodara Swami and Diksha disciple also of His Holiness Kavichandra Swami Maharaj. He resides in Accra in Ghana, and he is well known for his outspoken character and his immense enthusiasm to serve, especially when it comes to Gurudeva's farm project in Ghana. Prabhu, thank you so much for joining us today, and please, the screen and the floor are all yours.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. Omagiyana Timirandasya, Gyananjana Salaka Chaksu Omlitam Yanatas Mashri Guravi Namaha. Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Presta Bhuta Lishmatika Chana Swami Tinami. Namaste Prabhu Padayata. Harinam Pricharani Giranta Pitani Pitani Shishaya Janada Isada. My name is Rasa Vilas Das, a Diksha disciple of His Holiness Kavichandra Swami Maharaj, and a Shisha disciple of His Holiness Bhakti Dhira Damodara. Dear Gurudev, dear His Holiness Kavichandra, dear His Holiness Bhakti Dhira Damodara, dear mentor, dear teacher. On this very auspicious day, we want to wish you well and wish a very happy Krishna conscious appearance day. On this auspicious day, being your Vyasa-Puja, we could not keep our mouth shut without giving you any well wishes. On behalf of the Bhakti Shastri class, which we just handed some few weeks ago, they sent a message which I would love to read at a later part of my submission. I had my first encounter with His Holiness Bhakti Dhira Damodara here in Ghana at the Sri Raja Govindra Temple some few weeks after I joined the movement. The first ISKCON Gurudev I met when I joined the movement was His Holiness Bhakti Charvishna Swami. And then the second Gurudev I met was His Holiness Bhakti Dhira Damodara. Actually, I could not have any Bapu association when he was in Ghana, because by then, the Indian community were having a program when they were erecting the Jagannath temple at the Shishiraja Govina temple. So Maharaj could not give class, even though it was a Sunday. I did not know what it was, but by the temple's arrangement, he could not give class. And it was an opportunity we missed, because when he came, I could not have the opportunity to visit him in the Guru's ashram. And I was looking forward to listen to a lecture, because he would be the second Gurudev to have given a lecture since I joined the movement. But my very intense association I had with Gurudev was when I read his book, Spiritual Connection. In fact, I was very happy when the book was played, a short video was played. The book is a very intense book that, by my own experience, I would suggest or plead that if anyone is here and have not read that book yet, you should be able to read. It is a book that gives an insight, the dynamics into understanding the relationship between the guru and the disciple. So if there's anybody who has not read the book, I will recommend or plead that we will have time to read this book, because it gives an insight. Dear Gurudev, on this very auspicious Vyasa-Puja of yours, we, the disciples of Shishiraja Govina Temple, would love to say that you are doing a very great work, especially the short period that we had an association with you on our Bhakti Shastri class. Your way of impacting knowledge, even though we are not having a direct association with you, but in the Vani aspect, we feel very much attached, because your style of delivery, your lectures, it keeps everybody focused on the subject matter being discussed. Actually, this is the first time I've taken part in a Bhakti Shastri and meeting Gurudev giving an intense lecture for a continual weekend as scheduled by the Hare Krishna West Africa. You have been able to instill this impact into your disciples. I don't know whether His Grace, Madhusudana Vishnu, is your Diksha disciple, but I saw that aspect of yours when you are impacting your lectures. I saw that aspect in him. If he is your disciple, I think it's a very great job. He has actually mastered the art, just like you also deliver. So on this very auspicious day, dear Gurudev, the Bhakti Shastri students sent a message which I would love to read. It's very short. Dear Gurudev Maharaj, on this very auspicious day of your appearance day, we cannot afford to miss our association with you. The day will not be fruitful or full without we wishing you well on this very auspicious day. Our association with you has been very, very, very important in our lives. And this very auspicious day, we cannot do away with it by telling you that this auspicious day of yours has brought us a lot of memories and blessings. Therefore, we pray that Shri Gurudev, you will grow and stay with us and impact more knowledge onto us. And may Srila Prabhupada always guide our path to always have this association with you, so that we can also grow from glory to glory and learn as much as you have imparted to us during this short period we had an association with you in the Bhakti Shastri class. On this very auspicious day, we wish you a very happy Hare Krishna appearance day. So this is a message from the Bhakti Shastri students, which they asked me to read on their behalf. Many of us could not join, but I think they have delivered their message through me. So dear Gurudev, on my own behalf, I want to thank you for the association you gave us during the Bhakti Shastri moment. Tomorrow, we have an exam to write, and we know we are not going to disappoint you because you have impacted enough to us. And as you are celebrating this Vyasa-Puja, we pray that your message shall always be with us, and the instructions, we shall never depart from it. May the message of Srila Prabhupada and Gurudev, His Holiness Bhakti Swami, always guide us, and we pray that you shall live with us and impart knowledge into us. Long live His Holiness Bhakti Damodara, long live ISKCON. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu, so much for such an enthusiastic offering, but beautiful offering. And also thank you for sharing the messages from the students from the Bhakti Shastri group. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. And now we will have our next offering done by His Grace Bhavananda Das. Bhavananda Prabhu is a Diksha disciple of Srila Gurudev of Bhakti Dhira Damodara Swami as well, and he is from Takoradi, Ghana, and is currently a student. He is mainly known for his calm nature and participation and enthusiastic Harinama programs. Thank you so much for joining us today, Prabhu. And please, you can share your offering with us.
Hare Krishna, Dandavad Pranam, Maharaj, Prabhujis and Matajis, please accept my humble obeisance. Dear devotees, I am Bhavananda Das from Ghana, West Africa, a disciple of Bhakti Damodara Swami. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to show my offering to Shri Maharaj on his appearance day. Hare Krishna. Dear Gurudev, please accept my humble obeisance. All glories to Sri Prabhupada, all glories to Bhakti Swami Maharaj, all glories to you. I'm so happy on this 64th Vyasa-Puja celebration, Maharaj. I pray that the Supreme Lord Krishna himself will grant you a good health, wisdom, and long life so that you can carry out this mission of Sri Prabhupada and Sri Mahaprabhu message all over the world. Dear Gurudev, my observation is that the Gurus is always determined, compassionate, and forceful when it comes to worshiping the deities, preaching, japa, and general activities. I became so astonished. Gurudev, you always remind us that anyone who has a firm faith, the spiritual master, can continue to make a steady progress in the process of Krishna consciousness. Dear Gurudev, you always used to say, a true devotee never desired to be a greater than another devotee. Gurudev, I only know that the lotus feet of our spiritual master are the only way by which one can attain a pure devotional service. Gurudev, you always insist that when it comes to devotional service, one must be serious in Krishna consciousness and must be determined in the process of self-realization. Gurudev, I appreciate everything you are doing for us, and I pray that I will be able to follow your instructions so that I became a good servant. I love you so much, Gurudev. I'm so happy to celebrate this Vyasa-Puja with you. I wish you happy Vyasa-Puja, Gurudev. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu, for such a sweet and sincere offering. We very much appreciate you being here with us today. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. And next, we have Her Grace Sati Devidasi, who is originally from the USA, and she met Maharaj in 2008 in Ghana, in West Africa, while she was volunteering with the US Peace Corps as an art teacher in Ghana. She lived in the temple in Lagos, Nigeria for 7 years, and personally took care of making the garlands of Srila Gurudeva's deities and the temple deities as well. She spent 3 years in Ghana teaching at a Hare Krishna school. And now she's back home in America for about 2 years. So, Mataji, thank you so much for joining us today. And please, the floor is yours.
Hare Krishna. Please have hope obeisance. All goes to Srila Prabhupada. All goes to Sri Bhakti Swami, and all goes to Sri Bhakti Maharaj. I wanted to sing a song with my husband, Vardastakam, a faster version because the time's short. So I'm going to do that. So we're going to start. The time's short. Right. Kankumata Kanchanabja Gova Hari Gova Pitanana Tabjagana Kurti Nindi Sarva Alavasis Tuna Sava Vanchitata Sadaka Maya Matma Pada Padma Dasha Dasu Adaka Govinda Kanti Nindi Chitrapata Sadaka Krishna Mata Bring a Kelly full of Pusharadaka Krishna Nitya Sangha Mata Padma Bandhu Radaka Maya Matma Pada Padma Dasha Dasu Adaka Saki Masha Sarsa Bala Bala Karti Nigraha Chanda Chanda Napalandu Savior Sita Vigraha Sabi Masha Bala Vesa Kama Tapa Radaka Maya Matma Pada Padma Dasha Dasu Radaka Visvanava Yava Tapi Vanda Tapi Yarama Rupanava Yavanaya Samparana Yaksama Sila Halila the Chasaya Tosi Nadaka Maya Matma Pada Padma Dasha Dasu Radaka Rasa Lasa Gita Nama Sakalali Pandita Prima Rama Rupa Vasa Saganali Vandita Vishwanava Gopa Yosadali Topiadaka Maya Matma Pada Padma Dasha Dasu Radaka Nichanava Rupa Kali Krishna Baba Sampara Krishna Raga Banha Gopa Yava Tesa Pampara Krishna Rupa Vasa Kali Lagna Satsamadaka Maya Matma Pada Padma Dasha Dasu Radaka Zeta Kampa Kanta Kashu Gagadari Sanchita Tampa Kanta Kashu Gagadari Sanchita Zeta Kampa Kashu Kashu Gagadari Sanchita Masha Hasha Ramatari Baba Vishanantita Krishna Nitra Tosarati Mandanali Dadika Mahaya Matma Pada Padma Dasha Dasu Radika Ya Krishna Krishna Vipa Yoga Santa Todita Nikadana Chapalari Baba Vindamonita Yakalabda Krishna Sangha Nagatakta Ladika Maya Matma Pada Padma Dasha Dasu Radika Astakina Yatwanina Nakti Krishna Valabam Rashana Pisala Yadi Yosalali Durlabam Krishna Sangha Nanatatna Dasha Sindhu Vajana Tamprati Nandachali Sachi Chasi Sajanam Jaya Radhe Jaya Radhe Jaya Radhe Jaya Shri Radhe Jaya Radhe Good day, good day, good day, Jaya Jaya good day, good day, Jaya Jaya good day. Holiness Bhakti Rama Swami Ki Jai. Jai. Bhakti Swami Raj Ki Jai. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Hare Bo.
Hare Krishna, thank you so much. Wow, that was wonderful. It really got us shaking in our chairs as well. So thank you so much. That was so sweet. Thank you, Mataji and Prabhu. Thank you for your participation. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
And so next, we have His Grace Chitraketu Putra Das, who is one of the most senior disciples of His Holiness Bhakti Dhira Damodara Swami. He is a dedicated disciple from Ghana and currently serving as the Vice Temple President of Shri Shri Gauranitai Mandir in ISKCON Kaukau in Ghana. He's an architect, and he assists in coordinating Gurudeva's farm and temple project in Ghana as well. So, Prabhu, thank you so much for joining us today. Please, the screen is all yours.
Hare Krishna, devotees. Hare Krishna to everyone. Vandeham Sri Guru Chuta Pada Kamalam Sri Guru Vaishnavamsta. Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pistaya Bhutari Sriyati Bhakti Dhira Damodara Chinamini. I thank you all. I thank you everyone for giving me a chance to offer something, to say something in honor, for the pleasure and glory to Srila Gurudev. Thank you so much for this wonderful opportunity. Dear Gurudev, please accept my humble obeisances unto your sacred lotus feet, which always sanctifies our lives by your presence. All glories to your most beloved Sri Sri Radha, Shama Sundara. All glories to Sri Krishna Chaitanya. All glories to Sri Lord Nityananda. All glories to Sri Prabhupada, Jagat Guru. All glories to Sri Bhakti Tirtha Swami. All glories to you, Gurudev. Dear Gurudev, whenever our appearance day comes, we become so excited to worship and adore you for many reasons, being our spiritual master. But for me, one of the many reasons that increases my joy and enthusiasm for you is stepping out and taking up the task as a spiritual master. It was the wish of your Gurudev, Sri Bhakti Tirtha Swami Maharaj, that African devotees rise up and take up their service as Guru. Gurudev always wished and inspired so many devotees. There were many brahmacharis who took up. I observed this since my childhood because I was born in ISKCON. And listening to so many lectures of Bhakti Tirtha Swami Maharaj and so many things, so many of his instructions, I could see that wish was very dear to him, wishing the African devotees, somebody to rise up. Many stood up, but gave up later for this task due to the challenges and the troubles. But Gurudev, you stood through all the challenges and the troubles, despite all the problems and all. You stood through with humility and austerity and determination. And at long last, you achieved success and became a sannyasi and represented all of us as a spiritual master, especially in the African coast, representing us in the GBC for ISKCON West Africa. Gurudev, this is one of the most touching, one of the most reasons we African devotees hail to you and uphold you and glorify you for making this honor for us. You didn't do this just for yourself only, Gurudev. You do this to serve your spiritual master and to please your Guru, Sri Bhakti Tirtha Swami Maharaj, and for all of us for our benefit. And of course, you have benefited all of us. You have always been there for us, giving us the guidance and the support in all the situations, and helping us to also advance in our Krishna conscious life. Gurudev, I am so pleased and I'm so touched. Today, you have sprung out, you have shined and bloomed in the globe, all around the globe. And it has also increased our joy and brought so much glory to all of us, especially we on the African coast, West African coast. We are so grateful and we thank you so much, Gurudev, for this task you took to fulfill the wish of your Gurudev and for all of us in West Africa. Thank you so much, and all the devotees, for the benefit of everyone in the globe. It did not benefit only the African devotees. It benefited all of us in the globe. And today, by you, we have all come together as God brothers from all different continents and serving together in Krishna consciousness. We are so grateful, and Krishna bless you and bless you, continue to bless you so much. Dear Gurudev, I am so unfortunate to have got I'm very fortunate to have got a spiritual connection with you as my spiritual master. However, I'm so unfortunate because I'm not able to serve and please you much. But please be kind and merciful to me and shower your blessings and mercy upon me so that I can advance to a next level. Thank you so much, Gurudev. Samsara dava nalalida loka tranyana karunya ganagana natvam. Praptasya karyana anavasya vande gurushri charanara. Thank you so much, Gurudev, for these wonderful activities. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, thank you so much. It's always so wonderful to hear more about the qualities and endeavors of Srila Gurudev in West Africa. So thank you so much for sharing so much with us today.
Thank you so
Hare
much.
Krishna. Hare Krishna. And now we will have another pop quiz. So pay attention. We're going to have another quiz coming up, another box appearing on your screen very soon. And we will announce the 3 quickest devotees to reply at the end. Okay, so the winners will be announced at the end. Whoever's quickest to, so the question is, the first Hare Krishna book received by Maharaj was Shri Upanishad, Bhagavad Gita as it is, Back to Godhead magazine, or Art of Cooking. So we have, do we have 20 seconds or 40 seconds? I think we have 40 seconds. So come on, if you were listening to the movie, if you were here, the answer was in the movie part 2. And we will have the movie part 3 tomorrow. So please join us tomorrow. We will have many, many offerings, and we will also have part 3. So our time is up, and we will be announcing the winners at the end of the session. Thank you so much for participating. And next we have another offering. We have His Grace Bhuvana Patidas from Ghana. Just a second, let me find. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Bhuvana Patidas. I don't have your introduction. I'm so sorry. So could you please introduce yourself quickly for us? Thank you so much for joining us. And then you can go ahead and read your offering, please.
Hare Krishna, Maharaj, dear devotees, thank you very much for this beautiful opportunity that you've given me. My name is Bhuvana Patidas, servant of His Holiness Bhakti Dhira Damodara Swami Maharaj. I'm just a common servant devotee in West Africa, Ghana. I'm from Nkoko, and I'm now at Sri Radha Govinda Mandi at Accra, serving as a pujari. So I will go on and read my offering to Srila Gurudev and to the hearing of assemblies of devotees also. So, Hare Krishna, dear Gurudev, please kindly accept my humble obeisances at your divine lotus feet. All glory to Srila Prabhupada, all glory to Srila Bhakti Swami, and all glory to you, who is the dearest of Shri Radha Shyama Sundar. Dear Srila Gurudev, I have no qualification to describe your glories and a divine activity. Therefore, I beg for your mercy to forgive me of any unsuitable words used here. Dear Gurudev, out of your unflinching mercy and your love you have for us, you have appeared in this world only with the aim of purifying us and then sending us back home to our original abode. With this mission, you have bestowed upon us true love of Godhead, and by this, you teach us how we can practice our devotional service properly. Dear Srila Gurudev, you teach us how important the holy name is, and therefore every conditioned soul who desires to enter the spiritual world should not joke with it or her japa, because it is through it only that our purification is rest assured. Dear Srila Gurudev, you teach us how we should be so sincere, so strict, and so serious when we find ourselves in the association of the holy name. Dear Gurudev, you teach us how we should practice devotional service properly, but not whimsical, because in devotional service, we are dealing with the original Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna Chandra. Therefore, we should not joke and we should take very serious. Dear Gurudev, you teach us again how we should always find ourselves in good association of devotees, so that we can also learn from their beautiful devotional practices. You again teach us how we should become very faithful and committed servants to our spiritual masters, since it's by their mercy alone that our spiritual life can have a stand and a meaning. Through this, you have given us this Nilamani, a precious gem in the name of the spiritual connection, which teaches us how the real bond between a disciple and a guru. Dear Srila Gurudev, I found myself very fortunate to have met such a personality like you in this lifetime, with such sublime teachings, but I'm again so unfortunate that upon all this mercy you have given through your transcendental teachings, I have made no use of practice of this, but I rather mess up my life in unnecessary material activities which facilitate my degradation. Dear Srila Gurudev, you have manifested in front of me as mercy personified, but I don't even see you because I'm blind with total ignorance. Therefore, I beg you to not give up on me. Please kindly have mercy on my misdeeds and continue to inspire me and encourage me in my spiritual life. Your Holiness, please I beg you to help me to realize who you really are
and therefore understand you as it is. So therefore, I can serve exactly how a proper disciple should always do. My master, please, I beg you to kindly forgive me of my countless offenses I'm committing on you each day and night, and therefore keep me under the shelter of your lotus feet. Dear Gurudev, I love you so much, and my love for you can have a meaning only if I'm able to do what pleases you. Therefore, I beg you to help me to become a proper devotee, a proper disciple, and live a life that can inspire others to strengthen their devotional practices. Therefore, please, thank you very much for this gift of life. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much for such a sweet offering. It's much appreciated. Thank you so much for joining and participating here. Thank you, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. And next we have His Grace Jyoti Swarupa Das.
ज्योति स्वरूप प्रभु जी को हम इनवाइट करना चाहेंगे.
Oh, I think the Hindi interpreter is in the wrong channel.
Oops.
No worries. Thank you. Jyoti Swarup Prabhu is a disciple of His Holiness Srila Bhakti Damodara Swami. He is a businessman and resides in Akragana. He and his family are much dedicated in serving Srila Gurudeva and are well known for personally cooking for him and always organizing house programs for Maharaj whenever he is in Ghana. Prabhuji, thank you so much for joining us today. The floor is yours. You can read your offering, please.
Hare Krishna, Prabhujis and Matajis, all glories to Shri Gurudev and Gauranga. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Shri Adi Bhakti Dhira Damodara Swami iti namine Yati Shri Bhakti Tirtha Shyaguna Bhavanuvardhine Sarvada Sarva Rakshanam Pradayini Shri Radhe Krishna Gauranga Jayati Sarvada Prabhu Nityananda Pranamami Purna Purna. Hare Krishna.
Prabhu, are you there? We can't see the screen. Okay, we're back. Thank you.
Sorry. Hare Krishna, dearest Shri Guru Maharaj, all glories to Shri Shri Radha Shyam Sundar, all glories to Shri Shri Radha Govinda, all glories to Shri Prabhupada, all glories to Shri Bhakti Tirtha Swami Maharaj, all glories to Bhakti Dhira Damodara Swami Maharaj ki jai. Please accept my respectful obeisances unto you, Maharaj, dearest Shri Guru Maharaj, on this very special occasion of your appearance day. We wish you very, very happy Vyasa-Puja, Guru Maharaj. I am feeling very happy to have so many disciples connected as a family. It's like we are all beads and you are the thread who is binding us together. Actually, I've just seen we are 96 binded, and I pray that 12 more comes. So we'll be 108. Hare Krishna. Maharaj, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for everything you have done in my life and my family as our parent. And forgive us even on our biggest mistake as a small child. We always ask for forgiveness. Maharaj, chanting is a very important thing in our life. But actually, initially, for me, I can start. I was not very serious in the chanting, but later on, recently, I have been seeing you, and always I have been seeing you, the enthusiasm you have for chanting, and we get inspiration. So we are trying to do the sincere chanting from bottom of our heart. Please keep blessing us. I always feel that I'm very fallen soul, but on another side, I feel very fortunate soul to have very helpful father who is seeking no mistake in his child. Please forgive me, Guru Maharaj. I have committed, if any offenses, unknowingly or knowingly. Please, Maharaj. Hare Krishna, your servant, Jyoti Swarup Das. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you so
Hare
much
Krishna.
for such a sincere offering. We do appreciate it. Thank you for joining us today. Hare Krishna. And next we, oh, sorry. Go ahead, Mataji.
So, Hare Krishna. Our next speaker for today is Her Grace Gayatri Mataji, who we would like to invite. Thank you, Gayatri Mataji, for being with us. And Gayatri Mataji, she's actually a Shiksha disciple of His Holiness Bhakti Dhira Damodara Maharaj and a Diksha disciple of His Holiness Kavi Chandra Maharaj. She's also from Accra, Ghana, and by profession, she's a teacher. And she's very known for her strict sadhana. She personally liked to serve Shri Bhakti Dhira Damodara Maharaj when he come to Ghana, and she's well known for her dedication in her service. We would like to invite you to read your offering, Mataji, and the screen is all yours. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna, my obeisances to all the devotees who have organized this auspicious program, and my obeisances to the assembled devotees and also to my dear Gurudev. Dearest Gurudev, please kindly accept my humble obeisances unto your lotus feet. All glories to you, all glories to His Holiness Bhakti Tirtha Swami Krishna Pad, all glories to His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada. I'm so blessed by your kind mercy to participate in the celebration of this auspicious day of your appearance. Happy Vyasa-Puja, beloved Gurudev. Shila Gurudev, I thank you so much for accepting me as your daughter with love and care in the service of Shri Shri Guru and Guranga. For this and more, I owe my entire life in service unto your lotus feet. Just as Shri Shri Guru Nitai shower their mercy on the fallen souls without any consideration or qualification, same way you show your compassion and grace unto me. I and my family are so much indebted to you, and I'm eternally grateful for all that you have done in my life. Gurudev, you are our father, counselor, teacher, who educates and trains us with love and discipline, which always keep us on track in all aspects of life. Please kindly forgive me, and please don't give up on me. Thanks, Gurudev, for teaching by example in all aspects of devotional service in Krishna consciousness, cooking, dressing, cleaning, and most importantly, our mentality during rendering those services to our Lordship. I pray for the divine mercy of and blessings of Sri Sri Radha Shaman Sundara, your Lordship, to continue fulfilling your eternal desires. Please, it is my humble prayer to remain under your divine shelter eternally and follow your instructions and guidance to be an instrument used to serve the divine mission of Srila Prabhupada and his dearest servant, Srila Krishna Pad, your daughter in the service of Radha Govinda, Gayatri Devidasi. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Gayatri Mataji, for this beautiful offering that you just shared with all of us. Thank you so much. And now we have reached to our last speaker of the evening. And now we would like to invite His Grace Vaikuntamurti Prabhu. Vaikuntamurti Prabhu he's from Mauritius, and he's a disciple of His Holiness Lokanath Maharaj, and he has a very close relationship with His Holiness Bhakti Dhira Damodara Maharaj, and he has been assisting Maharaj in his project, especially in his project Postcon Seychelles, where he's serving as a vice chairperson, right? And we would like to state that Vaikuntamurti Prabhu has also assisted His Holiness Lokanath Maharaj in writing the book on Brajamandal Parikrama, right? He has personally been serving Gurudev and is acquainted with Shri Gurudev mood. And moreover, Gurudev is very happy to always be discussing about the scriptures with His Grace Vaikuntamurti Prabhu. And now we would like to invite him to please read his offering. And the screen is yours, Vaikuntamurti Prabhu. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
ज्ञानतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकाय चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna, dear Maharaj, dear devotees, please accept my most humble obeisances and thank you for giving me the opportunity to be part of such a wonderful celebration of Maharaj's 64th Vyasa-Puja. I'll keep it short as requested. I have just 3 things I would like to share in appreciation for Maharaj. First of all, when I came into the Zoom conference and I heard all the wonderful offerings of all the different devotees, I felt a surge of joy inside. I felt like my heart was dancing. And I was actually thinking, how we say in the spiritual world, every step is a dance. And I had this thought that this dance we speak about in the spiritual world, if we are to define what it is, it's actually the appreciation for the other devotees, for everyone who's serving the divine couple. That's what the dance is, because first the heart must dance, and then the feet will follow. So for the heart to really dance, as Maharaj was explaining in his presentation on envy, when one is free from envy, they can appreciate others. And when they appreciate the service of others, then the heart can really dance. And when the heart can dance, then everything else can dance along with it. And the second thing I would like to share is, I remember a conversation I had with Maharaj some years ago. I think it was in 2012. And I was thanking Maharaj for being so present and so supportive of all the devotees. And I remember that Maharaj's reply was, yes, because this is the greatest needs. This is what's actually needed right now. It is to be there for devotees, to support them, to guide them, and to be a shelter for them. And I have always remembered this because it struck me so deeply. And definitely it is the greatest need for ISKCON at the moment. And I would also like to appreciate that this is also the sign of true leadership. A true leader actually knows what is the priority. A true leader understands exactly what is the most important thing at a given time. And Maharaj is a true leader. He's a perfect leader because he is a perfect disciple of a perfect leader. The perfect guru is a perfect disciple of his own guru. The third thing I would like to share is following on from that is I remember when it may have been our most recent, either the second or the first, maybe I think it was the second visit to Seychelles. And we were on the way to the airport in the morning. We were just waiting to load all our luggage and get into the vehicle to take us to the airport. And Maharaj was not wasting any moment. He was using every second. That is also the symptom of a very advanced devotee. In the Shastra, it is said that the advanced Vaishnava does not like to waste a single second without serving Krishna. So Maharaj was utilizing every moment. And he was on his phone and he was replying to somebody or maybe sending a voice message. And I remember that right before that, when Maharaj was going to do this, he was saying, "This is my enjoyment. I'm going to reply now to my WhatsApp messages, and this is my enjoyment." And the thing that really, when I reflected on this, I realized actually that knowing Bhakti Dhira Damodara Maharaj, actually Bhakti Dhira Damodara Maharaj he's such a personality. He changed the definition of the word tapasya. He changed the meaning of what tapasya is. Because if we actually think about what tapasya means, how Srila Prabhupada explains it, it's voluntarily accepting inconvenience for a higher cause, for a spiritual cause. But Maharaj, he changed that definition by his personal life, by his personal example. How did he change the definition? Because for Maharaj, if the definition is voluntarily accepting inconvenience, Maharaj changed the definition because for him, it's not inconvenience. He enjoys it. What is difficult for other people, what is difficult for others, is enjoyment for Maharaj. And how is this possible? It's only possible because Maharaj, he actually embodies what he himself was saying earlier at the beginning of the lecture today. Is Maharaj completely identifies as the unconditional servant of his spiritual master, of the Guru Parampara, and of Radha and Krishna. And it's only from this complete, total surrender, which again is the symptom of love of Godhead, of one who's very advanced. And it's only from this state of consciousness that then tapasya disappears. There's no longer any tapasya. It doesn't exist. The definition changed. Now it became enjoyment. What is difficult for us is enjoyment for Maharaj, because he's showing by his personal example what it means to really identify as being a servant. Everything is taken as service, even difficult things, even embarrassing things, having to listen to others' problems, conditioned souls struggling, having to help them through. I'm saying this for myself. You're all devotees. I'm not a devotee. And I'm struggling with my own conditioning, but Maharaj doesn't give up on me, and he continues to guide, he continues to support. So I want to say I'm sorry, Maharaj, for adding to your austerity because of how I am. But I'm very grateful that you don't give up on me, and I'm in just complete awe at your capacity to continue to take care of devotees, to guide devotees, and to bring them along with you somehow or other in service to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you very much. I'm sorry I went over time, and I will end here. Thank you very much, everybody, for having me. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Vaikuntamurti Prabhu, for this inspiring offering, and especially to mention this first time in Seychelles, and to know that Seychelles is yet to be revealed, and every little help and assistance is the most welcome. I'm sure you agree with that. Okay, so thank you so much for your offering. Hare Krishna, dear rest devotees. We are nearly coming to the end of our evening session, and as we have promised, and you have all been waiting, so whose fingers has been working the fastest, right, to get the quiz, and who is a winner? So like we said, there will be 3 winners, and we'll start with the third one. So in the third position is Her Grace Madhuri Radha Devidasi. Second position, we have His Grace Jagannivas Prabhu. And on the first position is Her Grace Radhakund Dasi. A big Haribol for all the devotees who have participated into winning the first 3 of them, right? Thank you. And now, dearest devotees, we would like to thank all the devotees around the globe who have spent some time to join us for the online festival of glorification for His Holiness Bhakti Dhira Damodara Maharaj, right? And today, going through this session, it made us realize what Srila Prabhupada predicted, what Srila Prabhupada said, that indeed he built a house, he built ISKCON, a house where the whole world can live in. And we have devotees all around, and we are just meeting up with Srila Prabhupada prediction. So we thank you all for having been with us today. And I invite Yogini Mataji to continue with the announcement for tomorrow. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much for those beautiful concluding words, Mataji. So moving forward, tomorrow, I would like to share tomorrow's schedule with you. So if we could have the slide, please. So tomorrow, June 6th, the first session, session 4 in the morning. We will start at 9:30 a.m. Sorry, this is West African time, with a talk by His Holiness Bhakti Dhira Damodara Swami, continuing the series Culture of Constant Love and Appreciation. After that, we will have the offerings by senior devotees, God brothers and God sisters of Maharaj from Nigeria, and that will happen at around 10:15 a.m. West African time. And after that, we will have the offerings by disciples and well-wishers, and this will happen nearly around 10:50 a.m. and that will be our AM session, or our first session, depending on where you are in the world and what time it will be. Remembering that we will have simultaneous translation in Portuguese and Hindi tomorrow. So please join us. And you can see here the timings for your location. Hopefully your location is here on this screen, so you can see accordingly, and where you are you can note down and not forget to join us tomorrow. So thank you so much for everyone, and take good rest, and we look forward to seeing all of you tomorrow to continue our glorifications. Thank you, and Hare Krishna. See you tomorrow. Haribol. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama.